And I'm going to teach you how to create an assignment in the PowerSchool gradebook so that we can enter our students' advisory grades, since the advisory courses are not syncing correctly with PowerSchool from Canvas. So the first step is to make sure that your Canvas grades for advisory are all current, that you've entered in the scores for all of the assignments, and that you have your totals column ready to go. Like you know what the grades for each student are. Then you're going to come over here into PowerSchool, and over here at the top left, there's this Power Teacher Pro button. You're going to click into that to come into your grade book. The first step is to make sure that you go into your advisory class, and this drop down at the top lets you scroll through all of the courses that have that are rostered to you. Find your advisory class. So if you look through here, every assignment that's been entered in the Canvas course, when we've been syncing, the assignments are syncing over, but the scores that we've entered for the students are not syncing over. And I don't know why. The people at the district don't know why. We've troubleshot this enough. I am tired of trying to figure it out. So here we go. Here's how we're going to solve this problem. We are going to create an assignment in PowerSchool that is called current grade, and then the date that you are updating grades. So when you are in your advisory course and you make sure you're in the correct semester over here, you're going to click this plus sign up at the top. That's going to allow us to add an assignment. When we get into this dialog box right here, you don't need to select classes because you are already in your advisory class, but this is where you would be able to add other classes if you had multiple advisories. That's not possible, but yeah, you know. Okay, so right here, we're going to name this current grade, and because I am going to be adding this current grade into my gradebook this Friday, which is the 22nd of November, I'm going to name it current grade and then 11/22/24. You need to make sure that you're including the date that you update the grades, because if a student or their parent goes into their PowerSchool to see their grade and you entered the grade, let's just say in November 1st, and it's been a couple of weeks and you haven't updated the grade, but it says something different in Canvas. This right here, by putting the date in, gives them the transparency that you haven't entered the grade, so that they should rely on what it says in Canvas, not what it says in PowerSchool. But we need to be updating these grades at the end of each week, so that they have the most current. But always put the date that you've updated here. The category, it does not matter what category you choose. I happened to have already made a current grade category. You can use classwork, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to choose that. We're not going to have any extra weight on this category, but we do need to make sure that it is out of 100 points. So in Canvas, we have percentages in the totals column. Let's say that a student has an 85% in Canvas for advisory. When you go to this assignment in PowerSchool, you need to make sure you're typing 85 out of 100 points as their score. You don't have to enter anything else in here, okay? So once you have this set up with the advisory class, and then the current grade with the date that you're updating it, choose the right category, and I like to put the due date as the last day in the semester so that it doesn't look overdue. I'll go in here, and the last day of the semester is December 20th for this school year. If you're watching this video at any other point in time, obviously you're not going to put in December 20th. And then go ahead and hit save and close. Now you're going to notice in this assignment list, here is that current grade assignment that we just created. When I come into it, this right here is where you would compare what their Canvas gradebook says, and you would enter in those exact percentages here, but round them up to or down to the nearest whole number, because decimals aren't your friend. You would enter those in there. Make sure you save the scores. When you come in to do this, you can just click in, and this is where you can enter the scores. If you have any comments to leave, like whatever their scores are, you put it over here. You can't do extra credit here, so that's where it might get a little wonky, but you can leave any comments that you need to leave over here. And then when you're finished entering all of their scores, you'll come save the scores and you are done. Now, when the next week comes and you need to come in here and re-enter their new grades, what you would do first is come to edit assignment, change this date to the new date, and then hit save and close. And then you would just go overwrite whatever scores are in that column so that their new scores will be recorded. And this will be the only score that shows up on PowerSchool. So whatever you enter here will be their grade for the course. Okay, hope that helps.